Hey my lovelies, my name is Jane and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions review of the Jeffree Star Blood Money palette. I got this in the post 2 days ago. I ordered it from Beautylish in America because Beauty Bay in the UK didn't drop it straight away. And to be honest, I got fed up of waiting. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to order it from America, get it shipped over. And as it happens, between this one getting shipped over, it did actually drop on Beauty Bay. But it's like, that's fine. I can wait a few extra days. It comes in this beautiful, absolutely stunning embossed carton, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. This is just the cardboard carton. And if I can open it, it just pops out these two tabs here, and this one pulls up, and then we've got the actual palette on the inside that looks like this. I have opened this, I've not touched it, but I have opened it just to have a look. Now I know the catch on this one is a bit strange, and you have to kind of, where you got the catch there, you sort of pull it to the side and then it flips up. So let's see if we can do that one. Like I say, being new, it's really stiff at the moment. So this is what we have got on the inside, this beautiful green palette. So done some swatches, and from sort of this one here all the way across, this is on the first row, we've got Divine Intervention, Mint Condition, Chameleon Fetish, Poison Ivory, Make It Rain and Crocodile Tears. On the second row, we've got Equity, Money Heist, what's that, CEO, Emerald State, Heavenly Weighted and Jaded. And on the last row, we have got Private Island, Self-Made, Tax-Free, Persuasion, Secret Stash and Black Card Limit. I'm going to be starting off with Crocodile Tears, which is the darkest green in the palette on the top row. So I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, that's the JH33. I should know that by now. I've been using this brush since it launched and I still can't remember the names of them. So I'm just going to gently tap into that one. I think they're very pigmented. Tap that one off, and as you can see, I didn't dip in there very much and the brush is nicely coated. Now that is really pigmented, and so I'm just going to buff that one in the crease like I normally do, and as you can see, there's not too bad a colour payoff. It is going to take a little bit of building looking at that, but I did only take a little bit, so just dip back into that one and build that one back up again, doing some circular motions just to kind of bring it up. And just keep going until I'm happy with it. And so it's a really nice colour. Do like the colour of that one. It's always hard when you've got a new palette, just choosing what colours to play with first. So it's a case of, well, since it's a green palette, let's just go for broke and really go for the green. And like I said, just doing my circular motions, just bringing that up further and further each time, so that we can actually see it when my eye is open properly. I'll say hooded eyes. Okay, so that's getting nearly to where I want it. So a little bit more just needs to kind of come up a bit there. It is a bit patchy, I'm not going to lie. Don't know whether you can see there. It is a bit patchy, but I do know that sort of certain colours are a lot harder to do. I have got some foundation and a bit of setting powder on my eyes just to give them a base. But I got the very minimal setting powder on there, so it's barely set. So let's keep working that one until we're happy with it. Okay, let's have a look at that. So that's looking better. So I can still see it just above here, which is kind of my point where I look for that I can see it. So when my eyes open, as you can see, you can still see that dark green colour there. So that's how I kind of judge where I put my eyeshadow. But you do you, everybody's eyes are different. So let's just work that up again. Let's say that is patchy, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you can see there, that is patchy. Lovely colour, but patchy. Never mind, we're moving on. Let's see what we can do with that one in a minute. Okay, I'm going to go in now, and on the top colour, I'm going to go in with Chameleon Fetish, which is the brightest green in the palette of the matte shades, and that is the third colour along on the top row. And I'm just going to tap my brush off because there's a bit too much on there, and we're just going to buff over that one. See, that's such a bright colour, hence I've gone in very, very light-handed with this one because I don't want it looking too crazy. Could end up looking crazy anyway, but that's half the fun of makeup, you know. If it doesn't look right or it goes wrong, I just think it's all part of the fun of it. It really doesn't bother me. Okay, just going over the edges just to blend the darker green in with that lighter green. But that is kind of muting that colour down quite a lot. Even though I've got the tiniest bit on there, the more I'm kind of going over there, the more that dark green is disappearing. Don't know whether you can see there, I've lost a lot of the colour there now, so which isn't ideal. So I'm going to go in with my first brush that I used and just tap back into that and just see if I can add a little bit more colour back into that, because that has really disappeared. So not too happy about that, but sometimes it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know. See, when my eyes open it doesn't look so bad, but then we got the harsh line, then I go back in and blend that out and it disappears. So maybe it's just me not doing it right, I don't know, but that seems to be what's happening. Okay, I think I'm going to kind of leave it there. Do a little bit on that side because it is kind of looks all right, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take my little small fluffy brush now, which is the Morphe M506. I'm going to just tap back into the Crocodile Tears again, which is that darkest green, and then just build up that sort of crease just to darken that up because I've lost so much colour. I really have. Maybe I'll have to try it on a wet base, but that's just not my favourite way of doing things. But I don't know, it's gone quite muted. Like I say, these opinions are just mine. It doesn't reflect anybody else's, or, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad quality, it's just, I don't know, I don't usually have trouble with a Jeffree Star palette getting quite so muted as this colour has. It's just faded so much. So I'm just kind of buffing out with that little brush over that one. I don't know, the more I seem to blend, the more it seems to just not be happening. So, okay. But let's say, lovely colours though, I will say. Just build that one back up again because I've lost the colour again on that one. And I'm just going to put some in my outer V. Just darken up the outer edges on that one. So just build that one up just a tiny bit more. I don't know. I'm going to say they are pigmented, they're creamy, they're buttery, but they're just blending, the colour's just blending out. It just seems to be blending away. That does look a little bit better now I've built up this crease colour and just slightly buffed over it, but I don't know. I'm not as happy with it as I thought I was going to be with this colour. You know, I'll have to play around with the palette a bit and see what the other colours are like, but I say Crocodile Tears is just disappearing. So I'm just kind of working it to try and get it to where I want it, but I don't know. Like I say, he's definitely done better. Okay, let's go on to the shimmers. Let's see what we can do with them. Now I'm going to literally go in with the brightest green, I think. And why not? Let's go for broke. Like I say, it is a green palette, and you know, it'll be nice to actually stay true to what the palette's supposed to be. Yes, there's neutrals in there and golds and greys, but first and foremost, it is a green palette. So I think it would be a little bit rude of me not to use all the greens today. And so just buffing that one over. Also just sort of tapping and then sort of swiping. See, that is beautiful. And say, that is really lovely. That has gone on really, really well. Just going to try it with my finger and see if we can just brighten that up a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's not bad at all. That does look really nice. That's a gorgeous colour. I really like that green. Very similar to the green in Alien. I know I've heard a lot of people say that about that one, and it is very similar. It is slightly different. If I was wearing the Alien palette and had the green on, you wouldn't realise that it was a different palette, I don't think, even though there is a subtle difference. It's so subtle that unless you know, you're not going to know. Okay, so we got it that far now. I'm thinking I might just put a bit of that black on the corner. I know it's got sort of sparkles and that in it, but I don't know. Let's play around. Let's see how many kind of colours we can use. So I've literally just dipped it right on the edge of the brush, tap that off, because it's got glitter sparkles in, so I don't really want that down my face. Let's just kind of literally the tiniest, weeniest, just to darken up that outer corner. There you go. And I'm just going to drag what's left on the brush across. There you go. Yeah, see, that's quite nice. I like it with that slightly darker corner. So that's where we've got to so far. I'm going to go off camera, catch the other eye up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've caught the other eye up. I went a little bit more heavy-handed with the dark green, the Crocodile Tears, and a lot more light-handed on the edges with the Chameleon Fetish. So don't know whether it's looking quite so patchy. It's still patchy. The shimmer gone on like a dream, no problem with that one whatsoever. And even with the black with the sparkles, it hasn't all gone down my face, so that's a bonus. So we're just gonna do underneath our eyes now. So rather than doing the same greens on the top, I want to try out some more different colours and formulas. So I think I'm going to go in with Self-Made, which is the second colour on the bottom row, and I'm going to run that one under my lashes just to kind of change it up a bit. And like I say, I can try out a few more different colours at the same time. So we're going to run that one under my little flat Morphe brush, which is the M410. Also, that's a lovely colour. I do like that. Yeah, it's almost like a khaki green. So really nice colour, that one. So we're just going to do the same on the other eye and run that one under. Seem to have got a lot of shimmer in the corner of my eye today. I didn't notice that, so never mind. We're not going to worry about minor details like that. That's just the way it is sometimes. So just going to drag that under there, connecting it to that outer corner, which I always have trouble with having hooded eyes, so I kind of press it in as tight as possible just to kind of get it to marry up in the corner. So now I'm going to go in with my little pencil brush. Again, it's the Morphe M431, and I think I'm going to take the colour Mint Condition, which is the second colour on the top row. Tap that one off and just run that one underneath just to blend that one out a bit. Like I say, sometimes it's nice just to do different colours underneath rather than always doing the same. I don't often do different colours underneath, I'm not going to lie, but I thought today, why not? Give it a go. There we go. Let's blend that one through, make sure it's all blended out. Okay, so that's where we've got that one to now. Like I say, looking in the mirror, it does look nice, but like I say, once you look close up, it is patchy, apart from that shimmer, which is just beautiful. But lovely colours. I really like the colours. Even the colours under my eyes is really nice. Right, so let's highlight our brow bone and our inner corner. And for that one, I'm going to take the first shimmer on the top row, which is Divine Intervention. So on a little flat Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. I can barely see that one. That's the JH, is it 42? I'm going to say it's really dirty on the handle there. So again, tap that one off. Let's say we're just going to pop a little bit, and because that one's got kind of green undertones, that will complement that look really nicely, just to give it a little hint of colour on the brow bone. And same on the other side. I'm taking a tiny little bit because we don't want too much. We just want a hint of it under there rather than a great big stripe of it. There we go, so that's looking good. And I'm going to take a tiny little brush now, which is the Morphe E36, and take the same colour we've just used to highlight the inner corners. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. I do like that. That is lovely. Really blinding, that colour. Wow. I'll say barely have to touch that one to get the colour payoff on that one. That is beautiful. So if you want something really bright and blinding on your inner corner, that's your boy. That is definitely your boy. So I'm just going to pop off camera again and finish up my eyes, and I will be right back. So we're back with our mascara and lashes on, and I've chucked a bit of red lippy on. I thought, well, why not? We got the green. It is Christmas after all coming up. We're on the 4th of December now. So I thought I'd pair it with some red lipstick. Don't look too closely at the lipstick. I didn't do the best job in the world with that today. I had dental surgery last week and I still can't open my mouth properly. So I did struggle a little bit on with that one. It's not so forgiving being a bright red, but we'll just brush over that and ignore that. So overall, I absolutely love the look that I've come up with today with the eyeshadow. Like I say, only complaint is I struggled with Crocodile Tears, getting very patchy. But on the second eye, when I went and done this one, being a bit heavier handed with the Crocodile Tears and a bit light handed with the lighter green, whose shade name I can't remember, did work better. It really did. And like I say, the shimmer went on like a dream, looks absolutely beautiful. And the colour that I used for the inner corner and the brow highlight, beautiful. But I just think that does look pretty, and at a distance, even with the patchiness, you're not going to notice. It's not the end of the world. You know, really glad that I picked it up. As I say, I've literally got all of Jeffree Star's eyeshadow palette. I am a big fan of his formula. You know, I do enjoy his formula. I know there's mixed opinions about him personally, but I don't care about any of that. I'm in it for the formula and for the eyeshadow and nothing else. So I don't care about the dramas and whatever. That's just not who I am. But I'd say looking at that, really happy with that one. So thank you for watching. I'd be really happy if you could subscribe to my channel if you've enjoyed this. And hopefully I will see you on the next one.